Coinbase poised to make final pitch in bid to kill SEC accusations. Quick live U.S. crypto exchanges ready to argue the SEC's claims about unregistered securities are missing evidence of actual contracts. Coinbase has a Tuesday filing deadline to answer the Securities and Exchange Commission's rebuttal of the company's motion to get its major enforcement action dismissed. The company is said to be ready to underline two legal arguments: that the tokens being traded don't represent investment contracts and thus securities, and that the SEC is violating the major questions doctrine that outlines the relationship between regulators and Congress. Coinbase Global Incorporated, Coin, is set to make its final case on Tuesday that a judge should spring it from the clutches of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) in its unregistered securities dispute. In Coinbase's last word on its motion to get the accusations tossed before trial, a person familiar with the plan said the company will double down on familiar arguments. The SEC hasn't demonstrated the transactions were investments contracts and thus securities, because it hasn't shown any actual contracts existed, and the SEC is violating the major questions doctrine that basically holds that federal agencies have no business regulating novel areas that are awaiting congressional action. After Coinbase's Tuesday filing deadline, Judge Catherine Polk-Fela of the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York will have the full arguments from both sides. The judge, who has signaled some skepticism of SEC arguments, will weigh whether Coinbase is irrefutably correct or that there is merit in the SEC's contention that the idea of an investment contract is broader than a traditional, signed agreement. If she's strongly moved by Coinbase's legal argument, she can dismiss the case, though getting a government enforcement action thrown out at this stage is usually a long shot. The agency had originally targeted Coinbase with an enforcement action in June, and it represents one of the clearest confrontations between the U.S. securities regulator and the crypto industry, represented by a publicly listed U.S. company that's one of the biggest digital assets exchanges. The case's outcome could change the course of the industry in the U.S. This is an extremely important case for, not just the cryptocurrency industry, but for the future of digital assets in America, said Jason Gottlieb, a lawyer who works with crypto clients at Morrison Cohen in New York.